Hey guys, it's Miola, and today I'll compare the BlackBerry Classic to the BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition. So let's begin right away because there are so much things to cover. And let's start with the build. Both the BlackBerry Classic and the BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition are beautiful smartphones, but of course there are obvious differences. The Passport or the Silver Edition is much larger than the BlackBerry Classic, making it kinda awkward to hold and type with one hand. So the Classic is much easier to hold in one hand, and general usage is just a bit easier because it's just a tad smaller, it fits into more pockets, and it's just a bit more comfortable to travel with. Both phones are made out of premium materials. The BlackBerry Classic comes with an aluminum frame surrounding the phone, glass on the front and a rubberized back with a diamond texture on the back, making it grippy and easy to hold. The BlackBerry Passport and the BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition come with a steel frame, which is just a bit more rigid, and it's also a very nice feel in the hand. The front, of course, is made of glass and plastics for the keyboard, and the back on the Silver Edition, at least in my case, is also a rubberized back with the same texture that the BlackBerry Classic has, which also is very nice to hold. The normal BlackBerry Passport, the Black Edition, comes with a flat and matte rubberized back, which in some cases is more slippery, but I can speak about it because I don't really own a BlackBerry Passport. But on the BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition, it's the same as it is on the BlackBerry Classic. The buttons on both phones are very similar, so you have a power on, power off button, 3 volume rockers, one for volume up, volume down, and the middle button is to play and pause music, which is very convenient in some areas when you just want to quickly play or pause some music on Spotify, for example. Both phones take nano SIM cards and SD cards up to 256 GB if you're interested in upgrading your internal memory, which is on the BlackBerry Classic 16 GB and 32 GB for the BlackBerry Passport. Both phones of course feature 2 cameras, one on the front and one on the back. On the front, the BlackBerry Classic features a 2 megapixel camera, as well as the BlackBerry Passport. It also features a 2 megapixel cameras. Both are very nice, they are very mushy and soft. I don't really like them, so I don't really use them. But the back cameras, that is another story. The BlackBerry Classic features an 8 megapixel camera, and it's very sharp actually. I took a lot of nice pictures with my BlackBerry Classic, and in comparison to the BlackBerry Passport 30 megapixel camera, it seems to be a bit warmer in standard settings, but you can judge by yourself by the pictures you're now seeing. But that's just what I noticed. Of course, the BlackBerry Passport is a bit sharper because of that 30 megapixels if you enlarge the photos. But I think both phones have nice cameras, and I really like using them, both. Another obvious thing that differentiates the two is the screen. The BlackBerry Passport comes with a 4.5-inch QHD display with a resolution of 1440 by 1440 and 453 pixels per inch, making it definitely the sharper out of the two, because the BlackBerry Classic comes with a 3.5-inch 720 by 720 HD display with a pixels per inch count of 294. Both phones don't feature AMOLED though. The display on the BlackBerry Passport is extremely nice. You cannot notice any pixel at all, while on the BlackBerry Classic you can definitely notice pixels if you look closely. But it does appear brighter in certain situations. Battery wise, I can power through a full day of mid to heavy use with the BlackBerry Classic, and thanks to its 2550 mAh battery. However, the BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition, or the Passport as well, is a bit better. I can power through a full day of heavy use and still have 15% left at the end of the day, and that is thanks to its 3450 mAh battery. And the battery on the BlackBerry Passport really is outstanding if you do a lot of heavy use and a lot of use throughout of the day. So let's continue to another obvious thing, and that is the keyboards. The BlackBerry Classic comes with the traditional BlackBerry keyboard, so 4 rows of keys, making it easy for all BlackBerry users that use the Bold series or the Torch series or Storm series to transition to the BlackBerry Classic. And it also has the Alt key to access the symbols that are also displayed on the keys of the keyboard. The BlackBerry Passport has a slightly unusual 3-row keyboard, which is in my opinion a bit clickier. It is obviously larger and wider, and the keys are bigger as well. The spacebar is kind of cramped into the 3rd row, which is can be difficult to transition from a traditional BlackBerry phone, but after 2 or 3 weeks or days of using it, you are definitely faster and as fast as you were in an old BlackBerry phone. Typing wise or speed wise, I'm about the same speed on both phones, so there isn't much of a difference. However, it's easier to type with the BlackBerry Classic one-handedly on the go. Another feature of the BlackBerry Passport's keyboard is that it's touch sensitive, so you can scroll, zoom, or swipe through the applications or your OS web pages and Instagram, for example, with ease, making it very convenient. If you just walk around, you only have it in one hand, you can easily scroll and zoom, and it's just a very nice feature. No other phone manufacturer does that, and I really enjoy that feature on the BlackBerry Passport. Another neat and unique feature of the BlackBerry Classic is its tool belt. It was transitioned from the old Bold series smartphones, for example like the Bold 9900, and it makes it easy to scroll, select or click the screen without even touching it. And I really like the idea of it on a modern day smartphone. I hope they put it on the new BlackBerry QWERTY device that will likely come out in the beginning of 2017, but I don't know anything about it, but that is what the rumors say, and I hope that BlackBerry will incorporate a similar thing into the new smartphone. But we don't know yet, and I don't know yet anything about it, so let's just hope. Let's get into the internals of the two smartphones. The BlackBerry Passport definitely is much faster. It features a 2.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801 processor with 3 GB of RAM, making it very neat and fast to run Android APKs as well as do multitasking while having many apps running in the background, and the BlackBerry Passport definitely does that with ease. The BlackBerry Classic in comparison is much slower and only features a 1.5 GHz dual-core Snapdragon S4 Plus processor, which was transferred from the 2013 released BlackBerry Q10. So Android APKs tend to work much slower and sometimes crash more often, but in general usage in BlackBerry 10, in the BlackBerry 10 operating system, you don't notice a pretty big speed difference between the two. Only installations and running apps like doing multitasking is a bit better on the BlackBerry Passport, but general usage, it's kind of similar. Both phones obviously run the same operating system, BlackBerry 10, so you benefit from the BlackBerry Hub, which summarizes all of your incoming messages and notifications, so you can get a quick log of all your incoming messages without having the hassle to go into each app and finding the message you accidentally swiped away. However, on the BlackBerry Passport, of course, because of that bigger screen, you can see more messages and you can't see as many as on the BlackBerry Passport on the BlackBerry Classic because of its smaller screen. But still, the BlackBerry Hub is a very nice feature in both of the phones. Also, you've benefited from a very quick and fluid OS, which really boosts your productivity. But if you want to find out more about BlackBerry 10, you should watch my other videos about the BlackBerry Classic or other BlackBerry 10 phones or the BlackBerry OS itself on my channel. The call quality and signal strength on both phones is very nice. It's really outstanding in my tests. I sometimes have better signal than all my other friends with their phones, iPhone, Samsung, you know, all the phones they're using. They're definitely not using a BlackBerry, but I tend to have a better signal with the same carrier than they have. Also, the loudspeakers of both phones are very nice, but the BlackBerry Passport just has the better loudspeakers. They're stereo and they're extremely loud. You can easily fill a room with sound. The BlackBerry Classic only features a mono speaker, even though it has two grills, one is a microphone and one is a speaker, so you can easily cover it up, which it sometimes can be kind of annoying. But if you want a rich sound, the BlackBerry Passport is the phone to go for. It's really amazing. So what is my summary on the comparison between the two phones? Well, it's kind of easy. If you are on the go a lot, if you have to edit texts and scroll a lot or select a lot, and you have a lot of messages, I think the BlackBerry Classic is the phone to go for. It's so light, it's so mobile because of its small form factor. It fits into every pocket and it's so easy to hold in one hand. I really enjoy the form factor and it's so nice. You get a lot of looks because it's still BlackBerry, but it's not as many looks as you get with the BlackBerry Passport because of its odd shape. Would you want a BlackBerry Passport? If you are a heavy user, if you use a lot of Android apps on your BlackBerry 10 device, if you have to use your phone for a lot of work, for a lot of productivity, if you need that screen real estate for a lot of documents like Excel tables or movies, then the BlackBerry Passport is the phone to go for. It can easily, as I said, power through a full day of heavy use. And if you are the kind of guy that is a real power user and you need that productivity device, I think the BlackBerry Passport is the phone to go for. So I am kind of in a mix because I really like the BlackBerry Classic's small form factor, but I kind of need that power for my Android APKs and my social media, so I stick with the BlackBerry Passport for the near future. So I hope you like this quick comparison between the BlackBerry Passport and in my case the BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition and the BlackBerry Classic. So if you like this video, make sure you press the like button down below. And also, if you want to stay updated with the newest videos also about BlackBerry, then make sure you subscribe to my channel to not miss any video I upload. Also make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below on what phone you prefer and what phone you are using, and maybe leave a comment why you are using the phone and why you prefer it. Also make sure you to follow me on all my social media channels that you can see below right now. And I also have the pin to my BlackBerry Messenger channel in the description box below. So I hope you liked this video. We'll see us in my next video. Until then, bye.